Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity and to say this. The question of debt in this country has preoccupied Kenyans for many years. It has preoccupied Kenyans on TV shows. It has preoccupied Kenyans in various fora. And the question of debt is a serious issue in this country, and how much money we pay in foreign debt. In the President's State of the Nation address to this Parliament, he talked about it and said Kenya now is ready to pay around 300 billion. But then you ask yourself, what was it before? When the money was taken, what did it do? What did Eurobond do? I remember in the other report that the Honorable Shurie presented on date, there were organizations in this country whose portfolio shows that they had a portfolio for date. They had actually borrowed. But if you went to ask the organizations themselves, they didn't actually know that money was borrowed for the organization. So where did that money go? How was that organization contracted to procure a loan for which it never went into its books? We only saw it at this level, that actually they had been taken for loans. Every cabinet secretary then had opportunity where whichever country he goes, he says, I have how many parastatals, 3 parastatals, he takes date, he takes a loan on their behalf. Where the money went, we do not know. Today we are saddled with a debt portfolio almost getting to 10 trillion. The other day we brought here into this Parliament the Debt Anchor Act or bill, and which was signed into law by the President. Because we cannot even move on we have no more headroom for borrowing. So now we have changed from having a headroom of, let's say, 10 trillion, now we have opened it to a percentage of GDP. Honorable Speaker, it means debt has become unmanageable. And when debt has become unmanageable, we start having a problem of repaying that debt. When we start repaying that debt, we have a problem of liquidity, because all the money that we have now is paid to other people, so we have a problem of liquidity. When a country starts having a problem of liquidity, then we have the current problem that we have right now. We can't meet our bills. We can't meet basic bills. We can't pay salaries. They get delayed. We cannot meet our even internal obligations. That's why we close IFMIS. We open it to pay salaries, then after that we open it. Then now we come and do supplementary budget. Actually, this supplementary budget is not curing issues that are fundamental. It's only curing one, liquidity. But you ask yourself, where did the liquidity go? Because now Treasury has to collect all the money and pay debt. Honorable Speaker, as a country, we need to rethink, where do we get our forex? Where do we generate USDs? Where do we generate dollars for this country? One area, Honorable Speaker, which I'm sure the Honorable Shurie will recommend is tourism. Simple thing. Tourism, when I was growing up, I was in school, class 5, class 6, we were told is the highest foreign exchange earner. Coffee was the second highest foreign exchange earner. But all these items now are under. Tourism does not rank anywhere because we are not investing in marketing, in managing tourism. The people who have been given the mandate to manage tourism in this country are not doing it. Therefore, tourism has become, the minister himself becomes a tourist, and he thinks he's minister for tourism. And therefore, he is not bringing any foreign exchange. When you've been told you are minister for tourism, you need to market this country so that more foreigners come and they bring in foreign exchange. But the policy at tourism level today, Honorable Speaker, if you had me like 3 minutes, I want to expound on one point. Honorable Speaker, today, tourists come into this country, but they make all the payments in their country. So they only come here with one credit card, and they spend from their bank a few dollars. We have restricted tourists in how much money they bring into the country because we are pandering to the issues of IMF on money laundering and all that. So a tourist who would have spent $5 million in this country has been restricted to bring only 200,000 Kenyan shillings into the country. So where do you get foreign exchange? If we restrict how much tourists bring into the country. Because we are saying, there's something, money laundering, we are protecting the country
Yeah, Chair gives you 2 more minutes.
So we are told we are protecting the country against terrorists. Yes, we must protect this country from terrorists. But how much do we want to protect this country from terrorists to the detriment of the country? Because if I am saying that I want to use tourism to leverage my economic problem, then, Honorable Speaker, what I expect is to tell the tourists to bring in as much money as possible into the country. He goes to the ATM, he should be able to withdraw as much money from his account as possible. But he goes to he wants to withdraw money from the bank, 1 million shillings, he's told to sign. What is this money for? Where is it coming from? This is a tourist who will stay in this country for only 5 days. He's gone to his bank, he wants to withdraw 2 million shillings to buy Maasai artifacts, to buy items and presents and all that. He cannot do that. Why? Because he has been restricted on how much money. If you move from Voi, you are going to the Tsavo. You see very many curio shops. Very many curio shops. The tourist wants to stop, spend his dollar, spend his euro, so that he buys those items from the Maasai. He cannot, because those people do not have PDQs. They want cash. But he has been restricted by our banks from withdrawing the cash. He has been restricted by the country to bring in hard currency from his country. Honorable Speaker, how are we going to ensure we have enough foreign exchange reserves in this country if we cannot leverage on tourism? People love this country. They love this country. If we open it into tourism, Honorable Speaker, these issues of having little money in our foreign reserves, hard currency, we will cure it. That's why we need to manage debt properly. Managing our foreign currency reserves will help us to manage debt in this country. But if we don't do that, Honorable Speaker, we are going to have a problem. Today I read in yesterday's paper that Dar es Salaam has opened a coffee auction, and that it has picked up so well such that the Mombasa one will have a problem. Where will we get foreign reserve? If we still restrict people at the auction in Mombasa on tea and coffee, where will we get it, Honorable Speaker? So I want to thank the chairman, and I want to thank the person who thought about splitting these reports and having an independent report and actually giving it to the minority. I want to thank that thought, that today we are able to discuss debt, we are able to discuss withdrawal from the consolidated funds, and also to open up so that every Kenyan knows what we are doing. And I'm happy on the next motion that Honorable Sharia is going to, without anticipating debate, Honorable Speaker, to lay in this chamber. Because transparency will help us to help this country move forward. I thank you.